Good morning, everybody. Chairman, today's function, chief guest, Dr. K.K. Agarwal, Dr. Srivastav, Dr. Ashok Agarwal, or Dr. Rajesh Malhotra, and Professor Sajid Singh, and all the friends who have come to attend this very important meeting. It's in fact not a meeting, but it should be taken as a discussion between all the stakeholders, those who are providing health services. We know that what is happening in today's world of health. Things are changing very fast. People are getting all kind of information through the net regarding the treatment or regarding the facilities of health services available across the world. Not, I'll say, across India. And that has become a biggest problem. The inequality in treatment is so huge that sometimes when somebody who has seen only a smaller hospital or a small nursing home, those who are providing good services in the periphery, but somehow if they come to a major city and they see the hospitals and the facilities they are being provided in that hospital, and then they start comparing their own facilities. And that creates the biggest problem and biggest challenge for the healthcare provider. But they don't realize the difference in the cost of those treatments. The treatment cost which is being incurred in a major hospital in a metro city, and a treatment cost which they are incurring in a small setup, in a peripheral nursing home, in a peripheral district, is a huge. One cannot imagine the difference between the two costs. But the person who has seen the treatment being provided, though the treatment is good, the results are good, but the facilities becomes a major problem. The facilities which he sees in a metro city and compares with his own small city in the facility, then that creates a problem. And that becomes a big issue when they start asking for the same facilities, but they do not want to have the same payment system which is being done in the metro. So the cost difference between the two cities and the facilities difference between the two cities becomes a major problem. And that is why the expectations are very high nowadays from a medical profession, from a hospital, from a nursing home. Everybody feels that if they have come to the doctor, the treatment will be given and he'll be cured with guarantee. The word which comes in their mind that there should be a guarantee in the treatment, which as a medical professional we are all aware, we cannot give any kind of assurance for the treatment or the outcome of the treatment. We can never assure anyone that there is a 100% result. Because medical, especially the modern medical treatment, is associated with all sorts of complications, whether it's a drug reaction or it is a response to the anesthesia, or even any accident which can take place during surgery. So we do not commit that we can give 100% result, but sometimes people are committing the mistake of saying that we give 100% result. We can give a guarantee for the treatment. Those are the things which creates problem. And then we start talking about the money and the costing and the cost factors in the treatment. That keeps on varying. That is another point of time where you have a problem. But considering all the facts and everything, we have never become a doctor to receive abuses or some kind of assault and violence with us for no rhyme and reason. That is not acceptable. We can try to provide the best possible services under the circumstances, under the conditions which are prevailing in the area, whatever the infrastructure is there. Because every doctor is thinking only one thing, that I have to treat my patient and my patient should be absolutely all right after the treatment. Nobody wants that the patient should not get any benefit out of the treatment. And this is what is the aim of each and every doctor. but still the problems of assault, the violence against doctors and the establishments is increasing day by day. So what is our aim? How to contain all these things? How to reduce the violence? What are the remedies available for all the medical professionals and the stakeholders, whether it is the staff or it is a security guard or even anyone who is there in the medical establishment has to understand why there is agitation, why people are agitated. So there are 2-3 very important things which comes to the mind. When patient enters into the hospital, if he is not received very carefully, or the attendants are not received very carefully, they get agitated from the entry of the hospital. Then they may go to the reception, they may find some problem, some delay, they get agitated. If you do not allow them to enter to the hospital, they get agitated. Because they are not aware that certain things which are not good for the family and for the patient, they should follow. They do not understand that what is the problem of 100 persons visiting a hospital and creating a different kind of atmosphere in the hospital where the infection can spread. They do not understand all those things, but they get agitated if you do not allow them to see their patient in ICU or even allow them to go to the near operation theatre. So these are the things which we require at each and every level to be informed to the relatives and to the patients. And we have to think how we can reduce this kind of assault and how we can prevent. So the government is coming with the legislation in 18 states, the legislation is coming to protect the doctors and establishment. But that even is not helping us in protecting the medical profession and the establishment. Because the law comes after the assault, not before the assault. If assault has taken place, if law takes its own course and punish the perpetrator of the assault, that is the second thing. But how to prevent, that is a more important thing. What we can do to prevent assault on the establishment and on the medical professional and the paramedics, that is more important. And for that, I think this interactive session, this workshop, will definitely give us some idea what we can do. And that should be percolated to the masses, to each and every establishment, irrespective of the size, irrespective of the place, irrespective of the structure of the hospital. Because the small setups and government hospitals, they are more prone to assault by the patients and their attendants and otherwise people who are there and seeing the situation, they start also behaving the same. So we have to consider how we can protect the smaller setups and the government hospital as much as the bigger hospital, because there are safety concerns for a small setup and in a government hospital. Because in a big private hospital, there are many things to protect the medical personnel and the paramedical staff and the staff. So with these words, I hope that we will get some important output from this meeting, and I wish all the best to all of you. Thank you.